What up? I was going to sit there and watch it again, but today's episode, this is going to be a recap of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 3, Episode 2. Not sure what the name of it is. By the time I post it, I will actually have the name of it. I just can't. I'm not going to look for it right now. And I'm not going to put too much into it. This might be the first time that I can be able to actually do one and not really curse. Because it wasn't an exciting. It was kind of. I don't understand why it's so hard to. I mean, to start off a season and just have it go so dead so quick. So, I mean, it starts off, I mean, and they really went way back too far into the episode because they could have just taken them from the parking lot. They went from her being in there, asking the question, what have you been? I mean, they didn't have to go back that far. I mean, what's they trying to fill some space in for this episode or what? Because they didn't need to go back that far. And Shonda sitting there going out there, and it was the same exact scene that it went off with last week, and that's all that it was. And then when Willie gets back to the house, and he's talking about, I'm sorry, I'm like, Willie, you... First of all, last season, and you not telling her that y'all broke, and her getting back on the pole, y'all storyline is a little weak anyway. And when you, I mean, first of all, if you really got, I mean, Shonda's a bad girl. She can get some dick from wherever she wants to get something from. And you ain't the last one. You got a cute little body, and maybe you can sit there and lay it down, but baby, you ain't the last. I mean, her only option. So, that's why I said this is really going to. I mean, so he over there begging, talking about I did do this. I mean, a few years ago, and but when he hit her with, well, she called me one time talking about her mama died, and I said, come on now, you could have used any other thing than somebody's mama died, even if it happened. You didn't even have to bring that up on TV. Oh, come on, don't use that. Come on now, don't do that. That's wrong. You are out your mind, man. And then you were sitting on your knees and looking all dumb, and she's giving us not in, and I don't blame her for giving not in, because man, you ain't never. I mean, I don't want to hear about you being in the studio and something's going to drop. And if you're talking about the Black Magic Mike, I mean. Now you're going to be starring in it. Okay, you got your little check from last year. She got her check from last year. She did the poll last year, so she made some money. So y'all doing okay right now. Okay? And now you feeling all big and bad, but y'all storyline ain't no different. Y'all still really some broke hoes. Okay? For real. So, now we at Ray J's engagement party. This is all for fluff. This is all for show. Y'all, I don't know what it is about Max that I don't like his smile, and it bothers me when people have money. There should be no reason why their teeth are not flawless. And I ain't saying that you gotta have the big cap, because sometimes that shit looks ugly or whatever. But at least get the things together and get them right. And if you got coins like that, just do it. Just do it, baby. Just do it. I mean, there's no reason. So I can't really get what Max and being cute. Now, as far as Brandi is concerned, oh my God, that bitch gets on my motherfucking nerves. And I'm sorry, but she really does work my nerves. But we're not there yet. So there's this party. They're having the engagement party. And Princess is like, comes up to Ray and she's like, I'm still kind of, it's kind of, I'm not all... I can't really enjoy this moment because I keep on going back to you and that prenup. And Ray was like, come on, baby, let's just sit down and let God handle this and whatever. Let's enjoy ourselves. And I'm sitting there saying, Princess, let's cut out all the bull and let's just sit there and look at this thing right now. Say that you and your family have coins. And Ray J was just this average Joe Blow who wants... I mean, he loves you and he wants to marry you. We're going to go all the way back. We're going to give you another example because that's not a good example. Candy Burris worth $15 million. Todd Tucker worth maybe about 100,000, maybe 120. And he wants to marry her. And Todd had the same problem. He didn't want to do no prenup. But when somebody has that much money and you are marrying in, it's just obvious for them to protect themselves. And if anybody, because Todd loved Candy, and I don't see him ever. I really hope that they never break up. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. But Todd loved Candy. But Princess, you and Ray's relationship has been so off and on and off and on and off and on and off and on. Why wouldn't his mother not want him to have a prenup? Why wouldn't he? He's acting dumb like he don't know what's going on because he's all getting back together. You ain't that dumb, right? Come on now. You ain't that stupid. I mean, now Mona's going to sit there and make it seem like that, and this is all going to be drawn out, and I don't give a fuck if y'all get married or not, and you say that she didn't do no prenup. I know she's going to do a prenup. Bottom line, point blank, period. So he over there talking, so Brandi came and got her, and she was like, well, it seemed like I came into it. She said, well, things bother me about, he wants me to do this prenup. She said, well, that's something I think that you should talk to Ray about and my mother. Because she said, and I think it all stemmed from your mother. And she said, and that's something she said, but girl, I was coming over there hoping you would ask me to be one of your maid, your bridesmaids. She said, well, I want you to be my maid of honor. Do you mind? And Brandi said, for real? Brandi, I used to love you, girl, but you looking a hot mess for real. But she's looking real thin to me too, and anyway, so she's talking to her, and while she's talking to her, Ray is talking to Max, and he's talking about. Hold on one second. So, so Max and they said, I'm glad. Brandi. Max is what? Brandi's been spending a lot of time with Princess getting this wedding, set up for you and all that. So she been out the house. He said, wait a minute. She ain't, Brandi hasn't, she said they're supposed to. And Ray said they're supposed to, but they haven't even started, they haven't done nothing yet. When you gonna talk to your girl and sit there and, tell her, come on, we need to get this moving. And Max is sitting there saying, wait a minute. In confession, she says she's been going all these times, at least 2 or 3 times a week, talking about she was helping Princess with the wedding. Now, y'all already know. I don't know what the fuck Brandi got up her motherfucking sleeve. I would be shocked if it's a man. There's gonna be something else to the whole thing, but I can't see her creeping and whatever. This is kind of fake and. Anyway, so they had the big, and they give their speeches. Max gave a little speech or whatever, and they're, at the engagement party, and then Ray gets up there. Before Sonia sit there and pulls me, what's going on? He said, look, Mom, I didn't talk to her about it, and the thing, I'm gonna handle it. I got things. So he goes and gives this big old speech, and he said, you know what? This is about love. And I wasn't going to. I came here with something heavy on my mind, and it was about a prenup. Brandi over there, like, no, Ray, don't say that. Mama sitting there, and he said, look, it ain't about who has what and what's the name. If we in love and we gonna be together, I have this thing right here in my pocket, and he did it. It was so dramatic. It was so dramatic. And I was like, oh man, craziness. So now, y'all, Maseca is back in town, and she goes to see the lawyers because she's pregnant right now. She hasn't had the baby yet, and we all know that she has had the baby, but she hasn't had the baby yet. And she is sitting there with the attorneys because she's trying to figure out, she got these prenatal appointments to go to and all this type of stuff. And, right now he's trying to sit there and say he needs a blood test. And, I mean, there's been a whole bunch of motherfucking shit going on between them. So she didn't know if she needs to go the legal way or there's something that they can be able to work out outside for support for the baby. And she knows for a fact that it's his. So, but she comes in and now, so Maseca, Nia, y'all, I don't understand and I never will understand Nia. I mean, cause is that baby even his? That baby is not even his. Shows the boys, it's not even his. But she just allows him to do whatever he wants. That's not love, y'all. I'm sorry. That is not love. You can't make me out to believe that it's love, and I just don't understand how anybody would sit there and want to go through what she's going through. I don't get it. So that so Nia, Maseca, and she's sitting there telling him about how he's tripping, and how what's name, and you know what? Out of the 2 years that Ray has been on the show, I mean, why, Mona, what made you come and bring this out now? Okay, because when Tierra was having issues with Princess last year, and they had that little meeting at the restaurant, and so she had brought Moniece, and how Moniece is sitting back over. I just don't understand why nobody has said anything about Moniece and Ray J used to fuck. So now, for whatever reason, Moniece is on TV, on the gram, sitting there talking about she had him first. And I got to start following some of these folks now that I have Twitter and have all these different things, so that I can really be a part of these celebrity news. So I could be a little bit more knowledgeable about them, because I really am old when it comes to things. And I'm just now getting into blogging and reading the blogs and finding out what's going on. But they battling back and forth. So their beef isn't now just not their little what they got into last year. Their beef is now because of what Moniece has been sitting there saying about her. So now and then we go back to Max. Now Max is a dad, and he's not cute at all. I mean, I guess I got off my point a little bit. He's not cute at all, but he is a father and he is a good man. I don't think he's messing around. I think he makes his money, he does his thing, and he is somebody that at least makes money off of what he's not no fake producer. Stevie was a fake producer. He hadn't come out with anything but what he had come back in the past. He ain't had no new songs or nothing. Because if you talking about them little fake hits, whatever Puerto Rican princes put out, it just was. But Max comes in. He said, she's been getting on me about spending all this money and stuff. So I just finished this deal, and I'm going to give all the cash to my son. So he said, I'm going to let you handle it, Brandi. And she said, and the little boy comes over to this bag and starts pulling out these stacks of money. And then they start throwing in there, we got money. And he's rolling around in it and sliding in it. And it's just a whole bunch of craziness going on. So anyway, he gives that to her. So she all happy and stuff. And I'm just sitting there saying, I don't like Brandi, because Brandi really thinks that I think she thinks she got things going on. So what else? There's a couple more things. Of course, we're going to end it with Shonda and them, but excuse me. Hold on. So, Princess decides, what is that queen's name? I can't even think of what his name is. He's the one that threw the drink in Hazel's face last week. I wonder. So, I'm gonna wrap this up because I really get much more time. So, Brandi, I'm sorry. Yeah, Brandi. Okay, not Brandi. Ray's sister, but Brandi, Max's wife. Um, um, no. I mean, we'll get to that too. I'm sorry, y'all. Princess does an interview with the guy, and she's underneath the impression she's coming to talk about their wedding, and he's so messy, and I can't think. I want to say, I can't think of what his name. But y'all, I got it. Somebody's hitting me up, and it's a new interest. I'm gonna make it quick. So he blindsided her, and he's talking about what Monique sit there and said about her. She had Ray first, and she's sitting there getting his leftovers, and the bitch can't even have no kids, and all this other stuff. And so she said, so Princess sit there. So he said, if there's one thing you would want to say to her, what is it? She said, watch your back. And I'm gonna get her. Now, first of all, Princess, don't start that motherfucking shit. So Monique and Brandi and Nikki Baby, no, Tiara and Monique was getting her toes done, and excuse me. And of course, Tiara was sitting there, pulls her up on the blog. She said, "What I want to do is just knock her upside the head." Now, all that shit that y'all just gotta do, y'all just gotta motherfucking goddamn do it. Okay? That's just foolishness. And then Shonda goes over to Nikki Baby and Brandi, and she's sitting there telling me, I wouldn't tell Brandi shit. I wouldn't even listen. Excuse my language. Brandi, get on this episode, y'all, is irking me because there was really nothing really a substance. In the little fake ass fight that happened at the end, once again, where Shonda and them sat down, and she said the woman, the girl from the relationship that was, girl, how can you sit there and be showing your tail? And see, I'm growing. I ain't cussing. You won't come on and show your tail. Show your tail. And over something that was 12 years ago. And if even if what you say is true, I wouldn't let nobody know that. Because there's no way in the world. I did it. Trust and believe. Where my first lover had me. He had 2 queen-size beds in the bedroom, and he was going from my bed over to Tater's bed, and then coming back over to my bed when he was mad at him. I felt like I loved him, but I wasn't gonna go through that shit for no motherfucking 12 years. No, ma'am. I did it for about a year. That I was allowing that shit to happen, that back and forth type of mess. But I even had to move out. But I did go through it. But I wouldn't go through that for no 12 years. Like she's sitting there talking about she's still in love with him. Come on, bitch. And now I'm done. I ain't gonna curse some more. So anyway, y'all, I'm not gonna anything that I missed. Y'all tell me what I missed because this episode was pretty much dead. I didn't really enjoy it that much, and I don't think it deserves no 20 minutes or anything like that. But I am gonna come back to y'all. I'm growing, but I do need y'all to sit there and check out Power. I did Power, and I'm going to do cutting it up in the ATL on Thursday. But Sunday I do Basketball Wives and LA, and I do Power. And I just want y'all to, just continue to, grow with me. If y'all checking these out of your viewings, because I got over 1,300 views now, and I've been doing this a little bit more than a month, so I am growing. But I need y'all to grow with me. I appreciate all of y'all. I'm gonna get my comments on, but I gotta get to this little piece that it keeps on hitting me up that I've been trying to get. So I gotta get off this line. So anyway, y'all, peace out.